Won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, but I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone.
See the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Don't let that ruthlessness prevail. Sign up, let your fire for ascension.
Welcome everyone to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club's Race of Champions 2022. It is finally time for the final championship of the 2022 Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club season. And what way we are doing this than to have all our championships run one more time, one round each, and a one last hurrah for everything that we have done this year. And we begin here with the DTM Championship run from earlier this year in January to March. Yep, it was a championship that we ran 3 months with 12 rounds of action-packed racing. It all came down to the final round at Okayama, Japan, where we saw Justin Nasir against Sander van Leeuwen, where the championship was decided by 1 point. Today, we go back to these cars and give them one more round. The track that we have chosen is Buenos Aires in Argentina. The reason why we have chosen this track was in the original plans for this championship, there was 12 rounds of racing. And after those 12 rounds, we were going to go into a semifinals, which would have been worth double points, and the finale, which would have been worth triple points. Sound familiar? Well, it should, because in this championship, round 11 took the double points, and round 12 at Okayama took the triple points. But in the original script of the story, Buenos Aires was supposed to host the grand finale of the DTM Championship. So that is why in the deleted scenes, we are here, finally giving that track a chance to shine, and probably what we missed out earlier in the year. Luckily, it's the same cars. Most of the drivers are the same. We got a lot of new faces coming here. So very excited. The drivers are allowed to choose any car they want. So, if you do remember back then, Marlon Young in the BMW was driving the Aston Martin. We have a lot of new names around here who's never touched the DTM Championship. Mike Van Dorn, one of them. I believe Isaac might have raced in the DTM Championship, or might have been just after it. I know Marlon Young for sure. Not too sure about Martin Todd. It has been a very long time. Man who joined the server, Curtis Gregory. No, he's definitely racing this championship before in the pits. Cole is definitely new to these cars here. Our flagship original series, the very first championship that we have run was with these very cars. Let's see, Bradbury in the chat. All the seasons I've missed. Let's go. We have 12 minutes before qualifying. If you don't remember how we ran these events back in March, I don't blame you. But we begin at 4:45. That's right. The time has changed here on the East Coast, here in Canada. So, time has gone back an hour. However, in some locations, like in Guyana, time is still the same. And respecting the time that we always do, as we're always trying to make the time as convenient as possible for the Caribbean down there. We have a lot of drivers from there. Let's give them respect for down there. We've kept the time good for them. This also gives a better time for a lot of the drivers in Europe. So if you are from Europe yourself, I know it should be around 11 or 12, but I know a lot of events run a little later. So hopefully this should help you guys out. I know we do have a couple of drivers very interested in joining back up. I'm not going to leak their names. They asked me to keep all that on the low until they make their grand appearance, but I'm very excited to see if they do make their appearances later on today. So, 15 minutes of qualifying coming up the Classic, of course, and then we head into a 45-minute race with one mandatory pit stop. Mandatory pit stop will consist of one tire change. Of course, virtual safety cars are enabled over here. Strict cautions as well. So yeah, just very excited to see what the drivers can do out here. These DTM cars are loads of fun to drive, and this track paired up with them is just absolutely amazing. You're also going to see a lot of skins remixed, and not with the right drivers. There you see Klaus Klint in Kurt Moss's old KTMG Audi. Behind him, we have, check it out, I think it is, yeah, it's Cole Bradbury in Luis Vidillo's Mercedes. A lot of old names. Hopefully, maybe you do remember them, maybe you don't. Luis Vidillo, one of our older drivers here. The Mexican. Piloted the Mercedes. It was a heroic championship for him that he drove. He was very much an underdog for a lot of the races, because we had our own Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton battle up front with the likes of Sander van Leeuwen and Justin Nasir. Hopefully the audio levels are good on stream. Do let me know. And we are getting ready to go racing. CMRSC's Race of Champions is a very exciting championship that we are running. I'll just go through the championship with you guys and how it's going to work. Give you guys the poster in just a moment. See if I actually can get it on stream here. No, I don't think so. Yeah, it might not be possible. Yeah, no. But to run you through this championship, actually, let's see if I can get it up. But in the meantime, I do want to go on board with some of these drivers, take a look at their lines and everything. And since we're here with Marlon Young, let's might as well take a walk with him. Martin Webster also in the server. So now in driver's eye, let's take a lap around this track. watching Marlon Young around the final corner. Beautiful sounding DTM cars here at Buenos Aires here in Argentina for the Argentine Grand Prix. There you see Isaac looking very quick. He did have a couple issues earlier on, but we did get him fixed up, and thankfully we have, because this man is hot on the pace. Check out those times. Mike Van Dorn with a 1:18.049, Isaac with a 1:18.102, Martin Toth with a 1:18.171, Marlon Young with a 1:18.990, and then Klaus, just the first driver in the 119s. However, that's not all the drivers in. You see on the leaderboard there, we do have a lot more drivers. As we're taking a look at Isaac, who is very much on the pace. We do have the likes of Cole Bradbury, Marlon Young, Klaus Klint, Curtis Gregory, Martin Webster, Danny Nasir. We did have Ivan Marino earlier. So about to get underway very shortly. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Leave your predictions down in the chat. Who's taking this one? Check out Isaac, very consistent with the times. You can just see. And actually improves his time, 0.70 against the 0.49. So these times are getting very quick. So qualifying is going to be very interesting. I'll give you guys a hint. If the drivers are watching the stream right now, this might be a very nice tip to have. The slipstream is very powerful. The slipstream is very powerful. These cars are, I believe, going to 80. You can get upwards of 290 on the streets with the perfect slipstream. The best place to do it, the back straight. If you are a driver in the chat, you didn't hear it from me. But there we see Isaac. He's actually going quicker. Let's go somewhere on his car. Let's attach a GoPro somewhere. We have a couple GoPros on here. Let's check out the wheel cam. Ready for some side-by-side action. Now these drivers in right now. Second sector, just missing out. No lockouts. Very healthy. Out there. Check out in the car. There he is, operating the steering wheel. Of course, it's a simulator, so that's not actually him under the helmet. However, the hand movements and the steering wheel, that is what he is doing in real time right now. What you're looking at is a directly what he is putting in the inputs on the wheel. Now this is a good angle to watch him through the braking zone now. Minimal steering inputs. Of course, you want the steering wheel to be as straight as possible. That is how you go quick. Around the final corner. Losing the back end just a little bit. That is going to cost us some time. I didn't see a driver ahead. Just curious. Ooh, it's Danny Nasir in a very iconic livery. Awesome that this ring brought back. This is Klaus Klint's Valhalla Ukraine edition livery. There you see the two colors on it. This was probably one of my favorite liveries when he brought this out for the Canadian Grand Prix at Vancouver. So a very iconic livery that Klaus had done. He had run this livery midway through. 3/4 of the way, I think around 8, I think. Around round 8, he had brought this livery out. There you see Danny Nasir testing out the slipstream. But yeah, very awesome that he's brought that livery. It's a battle. Curtis Gregory requested that he drove the SRT number 275, the orange Honda NSX. He requested he wanted the car back. One last time, one last tango. And there you see, we also have Lance this year joining into the server. Not too sure if we're gonna see Justin this year. Time will tell. Checking out Martin Webster in. Whose livery is that? It's definitely the IRW, now known as TCOD. It's Lance this year's car. So this BMW, at least the teammate of this car, was champion. The team championship, the BMW. It's a very quick car. Oh, we have some yellow flags ahead. Looks like some cars are just pulling over. But yeah, Martin Webster running the teammate of the championship winning car. Klaus going for a little bit of an explosion there. And the only driver that I've not recognized in actual livery is Marlon and... Actually, the top three, Marlon, Isaac, and Mike. So, 18 seconds left to go. And practice here. Checking out the time board. Savar Clark, the Jamaican, popping into the server. Know a lot of Tavar's fans that have been watching the streams lately. Man, why wouldn't you be a fan of Tavar? That man is a very quick driver. And next week, oh boy, keep an eye out on him. Tavar is going to be very, very quick. Martin left putting a time of a 19.2. Putting himself 60. Just at the checkered flag as we're watching now. Mike Van Dorn in this final lap. But next week, we go to the next... Ooh, as Mike's just lost it there. We go to the next championship. The order... Look at all the cars just parked in the pits there. I think we do have a couple of the drivers on track. Let's go find them. There's Klaus. Next week, it is the TCR Euro Asia scene. Man, TCR, that championship was really... It was really fun to watch. I think my favorite race out of that one was definitely the first round at Tsukuba. Oh. If you haven't watched that race, first of all these races that I'm talking about are on our official YouTube channel. YouTube has updated, so I think there's an extra tab now for live streams. Go and check out that race because, man, I have never seen 20 TCR Cupras going wheel to wheel, side by side, door to door in essentially a traffic jam. Man, it was fun to watch. Anyways, practice is now complete. We're going to join the call now. Talk to the guys.
Oh, I'm a full 1.7 off the pace. Maybe I just haven't learned the track fully, but that just doesn't seem right.
Hello, welcome.
Kurt says a lot of the track is flat out. The first sector is completely flat. The first few turns. It's the tricky part of this track is definitely just the braking zone at the end of the straight.
Don't worry, Marcus. A second off the pace.
I'll give you guys a treat in the center course and chat. If you are in the Audi, I'll send my livery there. I mean, sorry, not my livery, my setup. So if anyone's in the Audis, you can try it out.
Ooh, boy, it's gonna be a good one.
For gear ratio, I don't know if it's that in the chat. I would say always run the longest gear ratio. It's slower with all the other ones from my testing at least, so just run the longest
Yeah,
one.
it is.
Yeah, for some reason the car just needs the longest ratio of the power band.
Yeah, Martin
So
taught you can pit for fuel and pit for damage.
it's a mandatory.
Yeah,
pit
mandatory pit
tires.
stop.
Yeah, so it's a but it's a mandatory pit stop for tires, and you know it's optional to do fuel and damage, but mandatory for tires. So I just sent my setup in the chat for the Audi drivers if you want to try that one out. All right, qualifying has begun. Good luck, guys.
What up?
Might have to do a quick rejoin into the
let's
server
go.
here. Check. Yes, I do. So just give me one moment. I'm just gonna quickly go into Vision here. But don't worry, you are not missing a single thing on track. The guy's gonna go out first for the out lap. Of course, that lap does not count.
Sorry, did I miss you there, Martin? No.
But we are now loading right back into the server here. So you guys will not miss a heartbeat of action. All right, let's check out. Drivers on track, I'm not too sure who is the leader right now. So you see a lot of the drivers as we got the sky cam working now. See a bit of action down there. I think that's a GTR. Nissan GTR down there. But beautiful mod done here. Buenos Aires. Apologies, I do not know who is the creator of this mod. But big shout outs to them. This is an amazing rendition of the track. This is the breaking point. This is where all the time is going to be settled right here. Just there's one line to get it right. Just some beautiful cinematic shots here. Before we see the times get underway. It's also a couple different layouts of this track here in the mod as well as real life. But I think after this lap
Hello?
we'll start seeing.
What up?
Not too sure who that was. I think that was right there. Let's go check out some of the drivers. Starting off with Marcus Gregory, he's currently 2/10. Just off now. Currently Martin Toth is leading, followed by Marlon Young. The leaderboard should be updated just after these laps here.
You guys in qualifying right now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Oh, I do see a certain driver here that's joining into the server. Keep your eyes peeled for him. Mike, just running out of space there. Ooh, he's lagging a lot though. back. Looks like we are good. So it's Martin Toth on provisional pole with a 1:18.1. And then it's an X-Play, P2, P3 for now. And now we can see the time start loading in. Let's check out Mike. He's a very quick driver. I saw him lagging a little earlier. There's a bar on the outside there. Flat out now. We're on the long right-hander here. Keeping the foot down. These cars can take it all. But now this is where it gets a little tricky. Now the braking zone here. Let's see how Mike does. He's actually going to go past Cole. Cole's going to let him through. Gets one for Chip. Two drivers there. Now the Dutchman, 1 corner to go. He's looking pretty good on time. Final quarter complete. It's a race down to the line. The time is ticking. It's a 1:18.182. He's going to put that car up into P2. Martin Tato on pole position. Provisional, of course. Check out where he is right now. There he is. I wonder if this is going to be a flyer. Curtis apologizing in chat. There we see Martin Todd going for a wide line. I do like it. I love it. The wide line to get the best exit possible for the best run down to the front straight. Here we go. Let's take you through a lap commentary now. Coming up to the first 2 turns. It's completely flat out. There's one line to take. You want to hug the inside curb, as you see. Toth is doing perfectly. Don't touch the inside one and don't touch the exit one. It's a little too high for these cars and just unsettles it a little bit too much. But there you see, he's going quicker. He's got the line right. Next up, completely flat out here. The trick is to just keep the steering wheel slow and steady in one place. We're going to keep in the car, actually. Let's check out. There you see the wheel just in there, and there you see straightening up for the back straight. It's a very, very long back straight. You're just thinking about the next part of this track. You're going to see coming up now a very rubbered in braking zone. This is where you're going to be braking right now, as you hear. Downshifting. There you hear him. He's looking very smooth. What's the second sector going to be? Crosses sector 2. Ooh, it's just slow. And wow, he's going to retire that thing. Or is he going to just get out the way? Oh, he is. Interesting. So there you see, I think that's Lance Nasir in the Lexus. But check this out. I think Marlon Young has pointed it out. Sander von Leeuwen. He won.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
No, I've said hello for several times.
I haven't.
Well, hi, Sander. Nice to have you.
This is going to get wild now.
Nah, my setup is not good. Me.
What about
Shut up. I just won an RF2 race, so shut up.
Oh, can you win here?
He's prepared. Alright, let's keep coming. Alright. Sander is back. That is the announcement he's been wanting to keep quiet about. Some of the drivers knew, some didn't. But he has made his appearance here. Sander von Leeuwen in Series 2 of the DTM Championship, as the DTM Championship was split into 2 6-round championships with the season Series 1, Series 2. Series 1 went to Justin, and Series 2 went to Sander. That is the Okayama finale I was talking about. And Sander in his original Lycan Racing livery. That is very old, like in racing. And Sander together, that's like Lewis Hamilton and McLaren. That is how old we're talking. Don't recognize it at all. But Sander, not much practice he's done on track. So he has a lot of work cut out for him, but I trust that he's gonna pull out the stops. Take home a good position at the end of this. Mike's doing some early donut celebrations for when he wins this race, maybe. We don't know. Ivan and Sander putting that car back into the pits. Big turnout. Here, Bruno's Aries. And if you guys want to get in on the action, there's a link in the description down below to join our Discord. Once you click that, that is going to be officially communicated with all our competitors. And that is where you will get hooked up and racing with us. Here at CMRSC.
Sander.
I see you.
Cool. Thanks.
Danny Nasir going on a flyer, just warning Sander to get out my way. It's a 10th down though. But the time is ticking. 4 minutes left to go. Send something in the general chat if you guys want to look at it for setup.
Is that the Honda or?
It's the Audi, but it works on every car.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention that Ivan Marino, this is his home race. So Ivan in the pits, currently 11th. This is the best time to shine. As we've seen previous times before, a home race win is always the best race win you can ever have in your career. So, Ivan Marino is going to be looking forward to this race a lot. We have 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go here for the first round of qualifying the Race of Champions. The time ticks down. I'm looking for a driver who's probably improving. So far, I don't see any. Checking out Isaac. Isaac looks to be on a flyer. Martin Webster as well. Martin Webster coming up to the last turn. Now he's lost 2/10 in the braking zones. Sanders just jumped a position there, going up into 8th. A lot of drivers are putting in their best times that they can, so it's going to be very difficult for them to improve. But 1:50 left to go. This is where you're going to see a lot of drivers coming out the pits for their final time. Putting in a splash of fuel, new set of soft tires. And it's go, go, go to get out and race. 16 competitors possibly for this event here. I think they have all 16 plugged in. No worries, all the streams will be up after they're fully after the live stream. They're uploaded onto our YouTube channel, so you will not miss a single thing. You can go back and watch us at any time. We are not Sky Sports. We are not going to tell you to hit the red button on your remote. So 1 minute to go now in qualifying, and we are going to get ready to approach ourselves on the front straight to see the checkered flag wave for the first time in qualifying. Martin Webster, check that out. Puts himself into P4 on the second row. Look at those times. The top 8 in the 118s. Final lap now. Check that out. Mike is going quicker. In the first sector, Mike has got it down. He is running very quick. Dylan Morant finally putting a time on the board. Champion of the Classic Series. Coming up with a lot of momentum this week. Mike doing everything he can, trying to get as much slipstream as possible. No, he spun it! No! I was really focused on that lap, but that's it. That's probably the only man who could challenge for pole position. We head up to the front straight now. Let's check out those times. Sander puts that time of a 182
Well, Sanders in the game for this one.
up into P2.
Yeah, not too bad.
Who's that? Marlon Young. No improvements from him there. Who's coming up now? I do see Danny Nasir entering the pits.
Me and Martin's rivalry continues.
Who is next to come across the line? I think a lot of drivers are entering the pits. Do we see anyone else? I'm looking. I see one. I see someone flying in the Mercedes, possibly, or is that Isaac? I'm not too sure. We're gonna see him cross the line now. Might be Isaac, I'm not too sure. Yes, it is Isaac, the Swedish Iceman. Comes across the line, and it's not an improvement. Tavar Clark. Yes, it's an improvement. It's P9 with a 118.9.
Zero anti-roll bar on the front.
But that is qualifying complete.
Skip.
All right, amazing qualifying. Congratulations, your top 3. Martin Toth, Mike Van Dorn, and Isaac Nielsen. Ladies and
Sandra, are you
gentlemen,
going to stay for everything this season?
Probably, yeah.
Good job, Vikings.
All we're missing is Justin, and then it's literally a war zone.
We're not missing Justin, though, are we?
that is the grid. That is where the
It
drivers are
gives
going to be
us a
locking
chance.
out, locking horns, ready for this event.
He's bound to appear for at least one. Come on. He's too busy with a 10 hour of Suzuka, probably. Right?
Well, we have a minute until lights out. As the first round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club Race of Champions is next.
Chris, you passed me in my car.
What is that?
The 65 livery from the previous championship.
Oh,
Right, so you're going to
and mention blue flags as well.
Also, format and how, if we're running VSC, might help for people.
stunning start?
How much fuel?
A lot.
I think we're gonna need a full tank and fuel up a bit more, don't we?
By the way, was it a mandatory pit stop as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just like the old days, but
You probably have to change it, put in some fuel.
Wait, in these cars, is it neutral or can you start in first? 'Cause
No.
use the clutch.
okay. Yeah, I don't want to do the jump start because I'm trying to do it with the clutch.
My fault, sorry.
I think we did not have Mike earlier on in the stream, but you did not miss anything. Oh, as we do have a driver going off, it's Curtis Gregory. You did not miss a single thing. I think we did have some technical issues with the microphone there. I do apologize for that, but you're not missing a single thing out here because there's action everywhere you look. As there you see. Ooh, Sanders gonna tap him. Ooh, he's not gonna like that one. Incident between Sander van Leeuwen and Lance Nasir. That is noted by the stewards.
Net code on my screen.
Yep, it's just noted. So, Sander...
Yeah, you also shouldn't talk and drive. That's a good thing, you know.
Sander, a little bit of a tap on Lance Nasir. He's calling that out on netcode. side by side now. Ivan Marino going up into P6. The man is driving a great race out there in the Honda NSX. It looks like Ivan is already pulling a gap, but there you see a bigger gap right here. Mike Van Dorn, currently in P2. Isaac now in some trouble. Check out that rear view camera. Do we have one on them? Don't think we do. We have some moves in the background. Ooh, Curtis Gregory causing out some yellow flags by himself. They stay green though. Let's go on car with Marlon Young. Get on that hood camera there and let's watch the chase. There you see in the top of your screen, Danny Nasir in the rear view mirror. Cars are now starting to spread apart now. This is where the racing is going to get real interesting. It's a very simple track, but the best of the best find the limits to their vehicles coming into every event here. Danny Nasir running a very good race here up into P5. Marlon Young not the fastest of the lines. Danny Nasir has a run. Check the timer, 4:05. 3:89 the difference, 3:6. He's getting that slipstream. Marlon Young touching the grass just a little bit there. Curtis Gregory, even more issues. We go on camera to him. He's on the grass. He's already a minute behind the competition. He gets back on track. Back to action up here. 2/10 the difference now, 2.7. 2/10 now, 1.5 tenth. Danny looking for the move onto the inside, backs out. Brakes a little too early there for the corner. Danny is going to wait another day for that move. Moves are being made in the background. Those we see Klaus getting overtaken by Tavar Clark in the Nissan GTR. Moves being made as well down here as Lance Nasir is being overtaken by Dylan Morant. And it's now Martin Toth still in the lead. Good race from him. We check this out. Ivan now putting on the pressure as well as Martin Webster a second faster than Ivan. It's already looking good. 10 viewers watching the stream live. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club and what will be another action-packed race. Don't go anywhere. 39 minutes left to go. Check that out. And I'm very surprised Sander was able to get his own car. Actually, I don't think that's his own car under his name, but the team is the exact same. So a lot of drivers who have raced with him are getting a lot of anxiety when they see.
I'm just gonna have to retire from this race. There's something extremely wrong with my car.
Right, copy. We're sorry about that. Curtis Gregory, the first retirement out of this one. You heard it from him first. There's something wrong with the car. He's gonna have to pull it into the pits. The setup did not feel as strong, but he will be back hopefully next week for TCR Euro-Asia. Big shame to see him go, but check this out. Klaus has Sander behind him now. Oh, on the inside, he's taking a lot of speed. Ah, it's contact there. Klaus is not going to be a happy Viking after that move. Going in a little too deep. Sander, under the Stewart's rule, is already being watched right now. That is not good for the Flying Dutchman. But they keep it green. And there we see Klaus now falling behind to Tavar Clark, who has now entered up comfortably in the points. First to 10th gives you points. There you see Klaus. Did he get a move done here? See how good the slipstream is. Dylan Morant. losing out there. Tries to get back on track. Yes, he does. Back up to this battle up here. 6/10 the difference. What can Klaus do around here? Looking very quick. Danny Nasir pulling 3/10 out of Marlon Young. And in the background, there we see Martin Webster, who's 2 seconds faster than Ivan's previous lap. He's on the bumper. Closing in now on the BMW. The Beamer looking very quick. He's in the slipstream, looks to the outside. This is going to be a very interesting move if he can take it now. We use the drone camera to watch this battle from the sky. But there you see the gap, 3/10. Dylan looks to be having more issues. Does Martin put it on the inside for a surprise attack? No, he does not. Oh, yes, he does! Oh, yes, he does! I take the words back. Martin Webster licks the stamp and sends it. What a move done from Martin Webster. Does Ivan have anything to say about that move? He looks to the inside. He backs out. Martin goes wide. Ivan tries to move up to the inside. No, he does not. I hear in the background car going off. It looks like Dylan Morant entering the pits. He's already a lap down. Ivan now pushing hard against the BMW, the Honda NSX. This is your battle for P6. Looks like Ivan is just losing out. Nice wide camera here. We have moves done in the background here. Tavar Clark making a costly mistake and losing out to Klaus. Dylan Morant is coming out on track. A lap down, of course, with virtual safety cars. We allowed the drivers to get their lap back. Tavar not running the widest of the lines. The tires might be cooked from that previous incident. Cole Bradbury onto the inside. They're side by side with each other. Can he get the move done? He's just up ahead. He's going to have the inside. A little bit of contact. Cole touching the inside curb. Door to door, slamming him once again. The Jamaican versus the Englishman. Cole going for a little bit of an off-excursion there onto the grass. Still side by side, banging wheels again. Tavar now, can he pull the switch back? He hangs around the outside just for a little longer. Tavar having to tuck in now, but he does have the straights to worry about. Tavar, can he use the slipstream to his advantage? Check out the line through here. He needs to nail it perfectly. Cole missing the first apex. And Tavar is lifting off the curb. Was he feeling a bit of oversteer in the car? Because I can tell you right now, the line through there is flat. He lost a bit of time. Back up to the front, though. It's Martin Toth in the lead. And there you see Isaac. Is there... What just happened? I'm not too sure if we just interrupted an overtake there. Unless Mike had made a mistake, but check this out in the back. Danny Nasir and Marlon Young not only closing up to the leaders ahead, are side by side on the front straight. Danny Nasir getting ahead. Gets the move done. Can Marlon Young use the slipstream to hold back at Danny Nasir? It's 4/10. I'm not too sure if we just interrupted an overtake and Isaac did pass him on track. But one thing's for sure, Isaac Nielsen is now in P2. And the Dutchman, Mike Van Doren, is in P3. Check this out, though, on board. 4/10 the difference. down. Every driver there. But that looks to be your closest battle on track. Looks like Danny Nasir is pulling away from Marlon Young. So far, caution-free this race has been. Ooh, looks like Marlon has got a better run. These times are going down. It just barely is. Martin Webster currently in a lonely 6th position, trying to climb up 5-6 seconds from himself and his teammate. Both drivers running the same car, just different liveries. Back up to this battle up here, the battle for P2. Mike now is behind Isaac. A lot of drivers just touching the inside curb there. Mike hard on the brakes. Off the curb, a little too much curb on exit in that Mercedes. As it bogged down a little bit. It has, however, 2/10 faster is Mike. At identical times, just barely, is Marlon, who has pulled back now. 2 battles to watch, the battle for P4 and the battle for P2. Which one do we check out? Let's go check out the front one real quick first. Mike, can he get the run on Isaac? Isaac is very feisty on defense, though, so he's going to have to watch out. He's not afraid to squeeze a driver off. There you see in the background, Marlon and Danny going wheel to wheel. Mike now pulls out to the outside, and check that out. They're side by side in the background as well. This is the first battle we are watching. And Mike gets the move done on the outside, checking this move out now. Oh, and Danny's gonna go off. Marlon's gonna take the move.
Couldn't go any further to the inside.
And Mike taking P2 now. Danny Nasir running off track and in the clutches of his old man. His fellow competitor, Martin Webster, the Guyanese. Now running hard. So Martin Webster trying to claw back now, 7/10 the difference. And check that
Blue flag,
out. Oh, Lance Nasir's in the way there. I didn't actually see that for a second. And that's a bit funny there. Martin Webster calling blue flags to Lance Nasir, even though Danny Nasir was right ahead of him. But Danny Nasir was getting the slipstream from Lance, so very cheeky to tell him to get out the way so Danny can't have any slipstream. While Danny is trying to pull away, but he's just under the clutches of Martin Webster. It's an X-Play sandwich for Danny. Marlon ahead, Martin behind. Dominic Charles cheering in chat for Martin Webster. And yeah, they are really stepping up their game. Lots of brave moves wherever you look. Klaus putting in the fastest lap of the race. How interesting is that? But Marlon Young He's getting closed in on. Danny Nasir is catching up as well, but Martin Webster is the one who is going to be looking for the move. Inside or outside? Pick your poison, Martin. Looks to the inside. Can he complete the move enough so he can cover Danny Nasir off? I don't think he can. Danny Nasir cannot afford another mistake. And rightfully so, he's going to back off and not try to go side by side. Martin goes a little wide, however. That's going to allow Danny Nasir to claw back now in this battle. Mike putting in his personal best, a 118.3 against the 118.9 of Isaac. So Mike now looking to start stepping up his game, putting the pressure on the top drivers. Marlon, 120. Ooh, hold on. Before we say that, Sander van Leeuwen has made the move on Ivan. Ooh, but Lance Nasir in the way! They make door-to-door contact. I don't think Lance Nasir expected him to be on the inside. You guys are good. Sanders just getting squeezed out by Lance Nasir, but I don't think Lance expected Sanders to run up the inside. That is no one at fault there. Battles everywhere you look. Up the field now, Danny Nasir trying to claw back. It's basically 8-10 separating these three drivers. The OG CMRSC drivers. Some day ones here. Check that out. Mike has made a mistake. On the exit of the chicane, he's gone down to P3, and Isaac is going to take back P2. This, however, is allowing Martin Todd to run away scot-free. And check this out. Mike is now in the clutches, of Marlon Young's battle. Sander goes off track. Couple drivers a little bit too rusty, maybe, for these cars. But check this out. Where is Mike? I think Mike has just gone away a little bit more. And now Martin Webster stepping up his game. Marlon's gone off the track. Martin Webster trying a move now. Can he get it done? 5/10 the difference, and it's closing down fast. Move being made here. Cole missing the pit entrance. Cole in for his stop. Back up the field, though. There you see the gaps there. Martin Webster looking faster than his teammate currently. Driver's eye for Martin Webster. Now let's watch what the driver's looking at. And look how close he is to his teammate. Are we going to hear the famous Multi-21? Are we going to hear Multi-21? I'm not too sure. When was the last time we heard that? Apologies, did someone say something? Up in the chat.
I think that's you, Cole.
No, you're going up to Dylan.
Yeah, you were coming up to lap, Dylan. So back at this battle here, Mike is slowly falling in the clutches of the three drivers Guyanese heritage. Marlon Young, Martin Webster, even though it says Canadian, Danny Nasir, born in Guyana. Three Guyanese coming up on the Dutchman here.
See you, buddy. I'm not going to stop for you to pass. You got to pass.
Ooh, Danny Nasir has decided to put that car for its mandatory pit stop.
Dylan, can you give me slipstream?
Now the Two X-Plate drivers. Two X-Plate drivers free away from Danny Nasir. Danny is gonna try the undercut. Can he get 2 and 1? Can he roll a lucky number and probably get even P3? It's a quick stop for Danny, and he's back out on track. Danny back out. Where is Klaus? Klaus is nowhere to be seen. Actually, no, he's coming up on the scene fast. But I don't think he'll be able to catch up fully to Danny. Back at this battle here, Martin Webster is now very close to Marlon Young. And at this point, does Martin think about multi-21?
Take on the straight.
Toth, your leader is now in the pits. I think he's actually exiting the pits now. No, he's entering for his stop. P2 of Isaac, who's working together with Dylan, who's in P13, is now the leader. Mike is going to overtake him as well. Is Marlon going to get there? Yes, he is. But Toth is now coming out the pits. This is going to be a race out now. Cole now. He's way quicker than Martin Toth. Ooh, but Cole goes a little bit wide. Can he save it? Can he save it? Yes, he does.
Blue black Cole.
Yeah, I'll on this side.
Cole having a heart-stopping moment there. For a split second, Klaus enters the pits. He runs off track there, Cole, but he gets back on. No incidents at all.
Copy.
Danny Nasir in 8th. I heard copy from Marlon Young. The drivers are communicating with each other. Of course, Marlon and Martin, the X-Play drivers, finally together again after a little hiatus from Marlon Young. I have to highlight. Are they going to enter the pits now?
Hey Isaac, give me a warning next time you do that, dude. You can't just stop in the middle of the track like that.
Oh, Martin's gonna run into the wall!
Alright, just caught me off guard. I was ready for it.
Oh, this is very dangerous for Martin. Martin has missed the pit entrance and has almost slammed his car straight into the tire barrier. That is horrible news for the Guyanese. Pit lane looks very busy. Isaac also in here serving his stop and running right back out. But it is big news. Martin Webster missing the pit entrance. That is going to help Danny Nasir jump up. Who's in the background there? Just trying to notice. It is Sander and Ivan. Sander currently in P6. Fighting now the Argentine for P5. Martin Webster has been jumped out the pits. Nightmares for the Guyanese. X-Play driver Danny Nasir is now in P7. Sander touching the grass on the outside. Very lucky to get away from that. 3/10 the difference now.
But Sander got it. Or Mike. Whoever it was.
Sander now trying a move. He's being defended on it. Trying to get to the outside. No, he does not. Sander tries to move around the outside. Squeezes off once again. Oh, hold on a second. Ivan retires? No, he's back on. I think Ivan just lagged for a moment there. Danny Nasir!
buddy, you got no patience, buddy.
All right, yellow flag, virtual safety car, virtual safety car. There'll be no overtaking. There is no overtaking.
Where's the leader at?
Can we pit?
Yes, you can. Pits are open. Pits are open.
Where's the leader at?
Back straight.
Back
straight, coming up to the braking zone.
Are we going to allow cars to get on lap 2 or not?
Yes,
Yeah, can I overtake him now?
Yeah, you can, Dylan. You can overtake the leader.
I'm coming
Mike,
up
are you
as well.
the leader, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm coming up as well, so I'm allowed to.
It's, I don't even know where the entry is for the pit lane.
It's to the right. It's coming up to the right.
Damn it. You got no idea where the hell it is. Ah, well done.
Oh, he pits. All right, Martin Toth, you're the leader now. Give me 50 on the board. Give me 50 on the board.
Am I 1 or 2 laps down?
You should be 1 lap down, so you're now on the lead lap.
Okay.
Can I overtake Martin in a second? I'm a lap down.
So I'm on the lead lap now.
You should be, yeah. Cole,
Okay.
hold on. I'm just checking for you. Yes, you can, Cole. Yes, you can.
I'll overtake all of them then. Give space, give space.
Martin, you can put that up to 80. You can put that up to 80. All right, Martin, you're catching up to the leaders now. Martin, you're catching up.
This isn't 80.
Just past turn 2. Just past turn 2. The leaders are.
Yeah, now we're doing 80.
So pits are busy. And Martin Webster, I will tell you, is your lucky dog here after losing out on the pit entrance. And having an incident, and Danny this here having an incident there. Thankfully, everyone got away scot-free. Sander now catching up. Here comes Klaus. Tavar. I'll have a bit of work to do catching up.
Holy crap, Sander. What the hell, man?
I was watching on my watch.
If you guys want to give each other the position back, you can lots of you can.
No, I just ran into the back of him because I was watching on my watch.
Where's the leader now? Because I just got stuff.
Just entering the back straight.
Okay, to me and Tavar have quite a
Ivan, you're
way.
catching up now. Just get ready to lift off.
Stop trying to break
Lance,
shit
it is up
bikes,
to you if you
Martin.
want to let any of the drivers behind you go through. If not, you're happy to stay in that position.
I must still be a lap down. For me, I'm blue flags.
Lance, if you want to overtake the leaders, you can. Are you still a lap down, Dylan?
I think so, because it was giving me blue flags.
Yeah, you can. All right, Lance and Dylan, you can
Yeah,
overtake.
he's a lap down.
Okay, what has just happened here? Oh, Jesus.
Ivan, just go in front of everyone. Just go in front of everyone.
The guy
Just
in front of
overtaking you back
me
there.
broke, and then I have to break, and then the guy behind me has to.
Ivan, you can take your position back. You can take your position back.
Yeah,
Just lost it.
guys, please.
That's my bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Please
Okay.
be careful. Please be careful. People is brake
Who
checking.
just did that? That was me. I saw Lance going by in a hurry there, and I'm thinking, holy crap, when I looked up at Martin's in front.
Wait, where was Danny before the collision so we can sort this
In
out?
front of me, 6th position.
Danny, I'll stay into the inside, you catch up to Sander.
No, stay on the outside. Stay on the left side. No, we stay left.
Where's the rector? Should I stay the back?
No, you can overtake. Get your
Danny,
position back.
come to me.
Get your position back.
Tavar, go to the inside.
Guys, you don't need to stay bumper to bumper with each other. You can give each other some space. There's no need to stay that close to each other.
Why are we going so slow if I cannot?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm brake checking
Waiting
someone.
for
because
lap
Well, you
it's
guys
so
can give
bad.
each other some space too. You don't have to stay bumper to bumper. I know it's slow, but you guys can still give each other some space.
Are we going green this lap or
No,
next
we are
lap?
not. Next lap.
Still lap cars.
There are lap cars coming up.
Where are they at? Are they in the hairpin yet?
They are just
Coming
entering
out
the
the
back straight.
hairpin now.
They're entering the back straight.
So Lance has got to pass us all again so we get on the way back.
No, he's gonna file behind you guys.
Where's Dylan then?
I'm on my way.
They're coming up.
So I guess Dylan passes Lance then and then we go.
I'm coming as fast as I can in my
Just
car.
checking
That's
out pit stops
slow.
now. It looks like everyone has made their pit stop. So it's gonna be a race to the end, ladies and gentlemen. This
Guys, speed up a bit, Jesus.
We're doing just over
you
80.
don't have to stay right behind each other. We're not going green yet. No reason to really stay close, packed up.
Yeah, but if the front speeds up a bit, it will be better because
We're gonna go green in the back straight or start finish?
We gotta wait for Dylan to catch up
Still
with
waiting for
Lance
them
and
to
me,
catch up.
and then
They're close.
They're right there. So we can go in a back straight.
no, Lance is about 8 seconds behind me. Then Dylan's 16 seconds behind that. So we've got to get
Dylan just went over the line.
Yeah, we need to let Dylan pass Lance, and then whenever that's done, we can go green.
What do you mean let Dylan pass Lance? He's already ahead of me.
Lance is still
We'll leave.
further
Yeah,
back.
no, we're going to leave the order as it is.
Isn't Dylan
All right, we are
supposed to
gonna
be
go.
behind you?
We are gonna go racing
I'm
on this
behind you,
back
I'm
straight
behind
here.
you.
Get ready. Get ready. Not yet.
No Max Verstappen actions, right?
Nope. Single
Okay,
file. Single
get a little
file.
closer
Single
here,
file.
Lance.
You
Get
are
a
not
little
allowed to
closer.
go. Not yet. Not yet.
Go a little closer, Lance.
Wait. Let's catch up a little more.
Bad place to start, boy. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, now we're already at the corner.
Alright, we'll do it at the front. We'll do it at the front straight then. Lance, you need to catch up. You need to close up a little bit more.
I'm right behind you.
How are we going down?
Yo, Cole.
I'm behind you, Lance. You can't be that far back.
Alright, we will go on the front straight. Get ready. Let's keep these comms cleared now. Single file. No more weaving. No more weaving. Get ready for the restart. You guys have 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. There is no extra lap. As soon as the timer hits 0, that is the final lap.
One is lagging. One is lagging.
Copy, thank you. All right, here we go, guys. The restart finally coming up now. Here we go. Green. They're racing once again. Mike has a really good shot at the leader now. On the outside, can he get it done? No, he does not. Couple moves being made onto the outside. Looks like Tafar, has he gone outside? He has. He gets it off the wall. They say green. Marlon Young makes the move on Isaac. The shuffle up. Side by side, he's on the outside. Side by side action. Marlon's gonna take it off the grass. Can he get it back racing? Oh, he's gonna cross over.
Guys, watch when you're re-entering. Jesus.
Lost control of the car, sorry.
Alright, under investigation. We go racing. Side by side, Dylan getting his move on Lance Nasir. Lapped car, of course. Marlon Young is gonna call that a retirement. A bad mistake from him running in the top 5. That's a shame. Martin Toth leads this one. However, behind him, it is Mike Van Dorn. That is your battle for the lead. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. There the guys go, speeding down the front straight. But this is your battle up here, the battle for the lead there in the background. I do see it is Isaac, Martin, and Sander. Cole making a move on Klaus, and Klaus with an issue, actually. Let's check it out, trackside now. Klaus is looking the wrong direction. Oh, and he can't get the car straight. Luckily, there is no one catching up to him. The restart has allowed all the drivers to get away, so they stay green flag. Back on board with Mike. Mike now still on the tail of Martin. He cannot let him go. Sander makes the move on Martin. Webster from one Martin to the other. Here comes Webster on the Flying Dutchman. The outside, can he take it? No, he cannot. There just isn't any space. That lift is going to cost him a little bit of time, but check this out. Isaac is not too far ahead. 2/10 separate the distance between the leaders. go. This might be the move for the lead. Is it the move for the race win even? Climbing up now. Here comes Mike. Gaining. Pick your poison. Left or right. He goes to the left. Outside. Coming up to the braking zone. Side by side Mercedes versus Aston Martin. Mike loses the back end. And that battle's going to be over just like that. Mike could not handle the outside. Files in with this battle back here. Martin's going to go around the outside. And Isaac has been filed up into P2. And Sander is up into P3. Where has he come from? Mike now kicking himself. He's just lost out big time for hanging around the outside when he should have probably just stayed behind Martin, maybe. A mistake for the Dutchman costs him big time. In the background, though, we see Cole and Ivan battle for P7 back here. It's action everywhere you look. Looks like Ivan has just gotten ahead and keeping that lead. But Martin Toth keeps this lead up for 4 more minutes. For 5 minutes and 40 seconds, he is champion for the first round. Here comes Sander, however, and he put a stop to it. The Flying Dutchman. You want to know why we call him that? You're just about to find out in moments time. Mike on the inside of Martin Webster, and that's a better move going into that turn. 1 down, 3 to go. 2 to go. Let's get back where he was. Is there enough time to get up to Martin Toth? In the background, I believe Danny Nasir did not have the best of exits there. And the 2 cars behind him are closing up. Here they go. Also, Tavar has his own little battle with Dylan Morant.
Ivan lagging again.
Alright, we'll keep an eye on it. You guys are free to race to the end, Cole and Ivan. Cole, just keep in mind that his ping is a little bit high. You can see that right now. But there's nothing he can do right now. You guys are in a race. Keep an eye on the ping and for overtakes. So, race director stepping in. Giving both drivers the green flag to race. Because that is what we love to see. Ivan is lagging a little bit. We're not going to pull him out of this one. He does look fine for the most part. It might be a little bit of issues sometimes. Check this out. Sander now catching up to P2. A 118.4 gets a 118.7. Sander putting the pressure now on Isaac. These drivers know each other all too well. The Flying Dutchman now catching up. Cole onto the grass. I don't know if it was lag that cost that one. I don't think so. I think he had just run out of room. You see, he is lagging a little bit. The car looks like it's drifting almost. On corner entry. Back up to this battle up here. 5/10 the difference. Sanders running out of time. 3 minutes to go. Hold on a second, where is Martin Toth? I think Martin Toth just glitched on our leaderboard for a second there. He's still in first. I think our leaderboard is a little bit mixed up. There we go, now it's back to normal. A little scary blink for Martin Toth. That's not something that you need when you're leading the whole race to the very end. And then you lose out. The Dutchman, Sander, getting very feisty on corner exit. 118.436 to 118.44. Sander and Isaac are running identical times. Mike Van Dorn, not too far behind, can pick up the scraps as well as Martin Webster if something were to go down. Back in this battle here, Cole under pressure now from Tavar. I say that a little too soon. Into the tire barrier. Tavar goes down into P10, losing out 2 positions there. In this battle now, 1 minute and 38 seconds to go for the first round of Race of Champions. Sander now trying everything in the book. 3/10 the difference now. Coming up to the end, you will not find racing anywhere closer than here at Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. The guys are giving us a show that's not one to forget. Sander now tries the long run. Back on the power, 18.8 for Toth, 18.4 for Isaac, 18.3 for Sander. 2.1 the difference, but a minute to go. The drivers are on the final lap of this one, I believe. I think this is the final lap. Sander is going to want to make a move now. They're not going to be able to get back around in time to start another lap. This should be the end of this one. Sander now has Isaac in his sights. Isaac does not have the best run. And now Sander has the slipstream. Where does he go? Does he go to the inside? He goes to the outside. It's daring. He commits to it. Where do we go from here? Can he complete the move in time? They go into the braking zone. Sander, Isaac, side by side. Do they run each other off? Sander and Isaac still side by side. Still side by side coming up to the line. Isaac switchbacks to the outside. Now can he get the move done? Final lap for the leader. Comes around, can't get it done. Back to the leader. Martin Toth does it. Sander takes on P2. Isaac makes a mistake. It's a Dutchman 2-3. Heartbreak for the Swedish Iceman. And it's P5. P6 to Danny. Oh my God.
Oh, his car did not
Dying
top
stages.
10. This car was terrible. Good race though.
Wait, guys, after the stream.
What a race! Alright, let's get you guys driving back to the
Was it all fair, Cole? No, Cole, Isaac?
Well done, Martin.
Complete the stream.
Yeah, we'll look at the incidents after. I wasn't able to get a full shot of what happened there. But unofficially, your top 3: Martin Toth, Sander van Leeuwen, and Mike Van Dorn to complete your podium. Martin Toth, if you don't have a mic now, I'll tell you this early to just send me something in chat of how that race was for you. Let's start with the man in P3, Mike Van Dorn. That was a good race from you there, sir. Puts that car into P3. How was that race for you?
I mean, not really happy with that, to be honest. Should have definitely been P2 at minimum. But yeah, just made some stupid mistakes. That's really it. It was very difficult to follow other people for me in these cars, and then battling as well. It's just impossible to outbrake anyone because the car just gets loose and you spin. So yeah, it was very difficult, but yeah, still managed to get a podium, so that's good, I guess.
Indeed, yeah, you can't deny the fact that you're now on the 3rd step of that one. Congratulations, that was a good race from you there. Up into P2 now. You just keep coming out of nowhere. The Flying Dutchman is back, and he's on the podium. Sander van Leeuwen, congratulations. That was a great race from you there. How was that?
Well, in the words of the real Sim Shady, guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, I am back. It's a been a fun race, an eventful race, especially the first part of the race, because I had a couple of incidents. It was all my fault. But yeah, I managed to just keep. I thought about quitting halfway through, but then I was like, okay, I'm halfway through. I might as well end it now. And then the safety car came and it saved me. And then it was tough catching Isaac, and then I caught him in the last lap, and that was just all I needed to put the car next to him and overtake him. Yeah, that was pretty much my race.
Can you go into detail at the ending, the final couple of turns of that last lap there? What happened between you and Isaac, from your perspective?
Well, I knew I was quicker through the chicane, out of the chicane and out of the hairpin, yeah. So going into the final lap, I was about 4 tenths behind, which in this game you need to be 4 tenths behind to get the slipstream. And then I knew I got him as soon as I saw that 0.4 on my at the bottom right. And then I caught him, and then at the before the chicane on the straight, he went defensive on the right. Then I thought, okay, well, let's just go left, see what happens. Then I took the outside line, and then going into the left corner, I had to take a really tight line, which made me go wide on the exit, and he was kind of there, I think. But I don't know for sure. And then he went off, but he still was next to me, going through the right-hander after it. And then he slowed down to get my slipstream again. And then going into the hairpin, he went to my outside. I was on the inside. I just broke as hard as I could, shifted down as fast as I could to slow down as quick as I could, and then made it to the finish line somehow in front of him.
Oh, that was an amazing race from you there. Glad we didn't see you quit, and we're very happy to have you joined back with us there. Congratulations on that P2.
Yeah, thank you.
And now your race winner fortunately doesn't have a mic, but I would have loved to hear how happy he must have been. Martin Toth, he says, It was a great race. I led from the start to finish and had a great setup because of Klaus. So a little shout out there to his new teammate, Klaus Klint. Great race from you there, Martin Toth, and hopefully we can see you in the next one. That's going to do us here for the first round of Race of Champions. Next week, we head for the TCR Euro-Asia scene, where we are going to be going to Castle Combe in the United Kingdom with the TCR.
Correction, I have a correction on the pronunciation. It's pronounced Combe.
Castle Combe. Okay, my apologies. Thank you.
I hate being the Brit here.
No, that's all good. All right, yeah, Castle Combe next week. So stay tuned to that one, and hopefully I can see all you guys there next week. Should be a very exciting race. As for us here this week, we're going to call it quits on the stream. Any incidents, you guys can report me to via DMs. And yeah, we're going to end off the stream here now, and I'll come back to you guys with a brief. So, what a race that was there. An amazing, heart-beating moments. It's a lot to talk about there. You know, we have the Flying Dutchman, Sander, making his return. He's back again, and what a race he had performed there to put himself on the second step of the podium. Very, very awesome there. Martin Todd is elated now, leading the championship. He's a very talented driver, and he's improved so much. I'm very proud of him, you know. Fortunately, he doesn't have a mic, but he's a very young lad, and cannot wait to see what he does for this championship. And then in third place, of course, we have another Dutchman. That is two Dutch drivers on the podium. Mike Van Doorn rode a very good race. He's disappointed with his finish there, but it was a great race nonetheless. I don't think he would have had the podium if it weren't for the little mistake there from Isaac, possibly. We're going to take a look at all the incidents after, and we will upload the points as soon as we get them on our official Facebook and Instagram pages. Go ahead and follow us there. Links are in the description down below. if you want to get in on the action, there's a link in the description for Discord, our official communication source. Go ahead and join us there. We'll get you all hooked up if you're new to Assetto Corsa, and if you're a veteran, the server is open right up for you. Let's see what you can do. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the broadcast here this evening. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Signing out now. Have a good rest of your day.